2 weeks ago, a 20th century German theologian named Jürgen Moltmann died. Moltmann's known for his emphasis on hope as an essential part of Christianity, hope as essential. And he talks specifically, he writes about the fancy theological term eschatology and how hope is related to eschatology. Eschatology means last things. So we don't have to use that word to get at what he's talking about. Moltmann's point is that for Christians, the last things aren't just about the future, but trusting that God holds our future, that God holds our last things, means that we are freed to live differently here and now. Christian hope isn't just something that looks towards some kind of future heaven, but it's a hope that shapes and reshapes the here and now. Against the temptations we might have to put hope off into some distant future or some distant heaven, Moltmann instead wrote, from first to last, and not merely in the epilogue, Christianity is eschatology. Christianity is hope. It's forward-looking and forward-moving, and therefore it's also revolutionizing and transforming the present. There's a legend that John Wesley, our forefather in Methodism, that on his deathbed he offered these as his final words: "Best of all, God is with us." Wesley was experiencing God's presence with him as he died. But of course, it didn't start there for Wesley. He'd experienced God's presence with him in life as well as he prayed and worked for revival and renewal in the church, and as he went out into the fields and met people where they were, and as he encouraged people to help their neighbors in concrete ways through setting up hospitals and advocating for workers' rights. Best of all, God is with us, are his last words that reflect the whole journey. They reflect that God's got us at the end, and that shapes the here and now in very palpable, concrete, powerful ways. So what is the eschatological hope? What is our hope? That God's got us here and there, now and then, that God is the beginning and the end, that love is our source and our destination, that what began in a garden is redeemed and fulfilled and completed in a garden, that the garden is growing, nurtured by water, reincorporating ash, pointing toward hope and toward healing and toward trust, that God is always with us, working in us and on us and through us.